Thanks EA for providing me early access to the Skate playtest 0.27 build. Hey everyone, it's DIZE here and welcome to my honest opinion on the new Skate game. First of all, if you haven't already, check out my review where I showcase everything you need to know about the game. Now, before starting, I want to make something clear. This video is sponsored by EA, however I can still give my unbiased true opinion. I'm not getting paid or anything, I simply got the opportunity to play and record the game early. So let's go through everything, starting with the most talked about topic in the last few weeks, the art style. I really dislike the current art style. I think it looks cheap and kind of soulless, and it does not fit the Skate series at all. If you look back at the old Skate games, they were always known as the realistic Skate games, in that you could also still hit crazy tricks, so a realistic art style always made the most sense to me. When the first gameplay trailer dropped, we were shown this really realistic style and I was super hyped. This was exactly what I was dreaming of whenever I imagined a new Skate game. So the current art style is a huge letdown to me. Many people have pointed out that the character also looks way too cartoony for the rest of the world and does not fit in. However, I even think that the rest of the world looks too cartoony. You can really see this if you get up close to objects. They all have this Fortnite aesthetic, and after we saw how good skating games can look by now, I think it's just totally going in the wrong direction. Now, one big hope I, as well as many others, have is that this is not the finished art style of the game. I think if the game would look like it did in this trailer, the overall opinion of the game would be so much more positive. While we talk about the art style, I would also like to quickly point out that I think that the UI of the game is actually not that bad. I think it's quite well made. However, I do think that the older UIs we had, especially for Skate 2, fit way better into the skateboard culture and vibe. Like, if I think of a skateboard aesthetic, this fits way better than this. But that being said, it's still not a bad UI. I think it's alright. Character customization. Now, for the character customization, I have very mixed feelings. On one hand, we have so many cool new options that are truly great, but on the other hand, many things are still missing or got downgraded in my opinion. I think the biggest downgrade for me is that we just can pick between presets for everything, while you could really morph your character's facial features in the older games. For an example, when I created my skater, I couldn't really find a nose or a head shape that fit my character well, and even after adjusting everything for a long time, my skater did not really turn out the way I wanted to. Also, just mentioned, there are also still many options missing. Like, where are tattoos? Like, you can't make a skateboard game and not have the option to add tattoos to your character. But of course, this all may change in the future, so I just hope for the best. Story. Now, after the art style, this might be the second biggest disappointment for me. In the old Skate games we always had a little story, and while these never really were that deep, they still made up for a good fun playthrough. Now with the new Skate, they seem to go into a completely different direction. We no longer have a cameraman following you around, but rather V, an AI camera. Also, there are no longer pro skaters showing you spots and guiding you through challenges. Now it's just V. And since this is an online game, it seems like there also won't be a normal story like in the older games, but rather small story bits you learn while playing the challenges. And yeah, I just really dislike everything about this. This whole AI technology feels so out of character for Skate, and I truly understand whenever people call it soulless. I really miss having a cutscene where I meet Chris Haslam, who shows me this cool spot, which then turns into a challenge with him skating right beside me. I think right here the game is really going in the wrong direction, and to be honest, I don't really understand why the game went this completely different out of character route. And I don't say this just to hate on the game, I say this because I care deeply about it. I've been waiting for 15 years to play this game, I want to make videos about this game, so you know, I want it to be good. Controls. Moving on to the controls, it feels like night and day, because I actually love how the game feels and plays. When I first played it, I really had to get used to some stuff, but after playing it for many hours, I went back to Skate 3 and couldn't believe how stiff Skate 3 suddenly felt. Skate has such a nice flow to the gameplay. tricks feel smooth and easy, especially if you play the game as a realistic skater. In my opinion, here the new game really shows its potential. Whenever I played, I had the most fun just finding spots and skating them. Just chilling, listening to some music and hitting some lines felt so good. And this is probably also the reason why I still really enjoyed playing this game so far. The only thing that still needs to work is the transition skating in my opinion. For some reason it always feels like I lose too much speed. The old skate games already did this really perfectly. You could just skate forever in these word areas. But in the new game it's really hard to keep your speed for some reason. But all in all, the gameplay is still really great. And here we get to the next topic, tricks. As you have seen, Skate introduces many new tricks which are all super fun and work great. There are some tricks missing at the moment, like dark slides. However, I think it's quite safe to say that all of the missing tricks of course will be added as soon as possible. But to be honest, right now we have so many new tricks that you might not even notice that some are missing. I think the only thing I felt kind of weird about is foot plants. For some reason these feel very glitchy and unstable at the moment, but all in all the trick catalog is really good. I mean, we got this whole new parkour aspect of the game, which by itself is already super fun to play around with. I mean, I spent hours just climbing up buildings and doing parkour jumps. So yeah, tricks in this game, great. Gameplay customization. The gameplay customization is another aspect of the game that really achieved what I was looking for in a good new skate game. The option to stay in fakie? Yes! Adjusting the grind mechanism? Yes! Adjusting where the camera is placed and how it will behave? Hell yeah! This is all so good and I'm just really happy to finally see these options in the game. I mean, what else is there to say? This is exactly what I wanted and I'm really happy about it. Next topic, San Amsterdam. The city of the game is another topic that I kind of feel mixed about. I think so far the map is good. It's quite big and really detailed. I was just hoping for more. With the old games I liked every map, but I think that Skate 2 probably had the best map. Here we just had one big, very detailed map with many hidden areas and so many cool spots. And right now I kinda miss some of that stuff in San Amsterdam. Like, where is another dam that we can skate down? Where is the big mountain with some crazy gaps along it? Where is the new Danny Way's mega ramp? I'm sorry if I'm kinda glazing Skate 2 here, but looking back, there were just so many cool ideas. While the Skate 3 map is also really great, I feel like the Skate 2 map is more organic. For an example, the way the mega ramp is located in this hidden mountain area. And yeah, I'm just kinda missing these things on the new map. You know, I'm not hating the new map, I actually think it's great. I just feel a little bit disappointed that it is this round city block full of skyscrapers. But of course, again, here I am hoping that this map will be expanded a lot in the future and we will get all the things we are currently missing. Challenges. Now, this is sadly the third big thing of the game that I really dislike at the moment, and this ties in with the whole story aspect of the game. Currently, the challenges feel very off and soulless. In older games, each challenge had its unique cutscene and character to it. Now with the new challenges, it just feels like a never-ending list of stuff I need to do. There's no reason why I should do these challenges. You know, in the older games you did them to do a good photo, to land on a magazine, or shoot a video part to promote your team. But now it's just, yeah, do this to get rip chips? Okay, but besides that, most of the challenges sadly weren't even fun. And again, these new challenges feel so out of character for Skate. Collecting hologram skate bearings? This feels like a Tony Hawk game, not Skate. Skate always had these semi-realistic challenges and people loved it. You know, it's like, if it's good, don't change it. Where are the photo shoots? Where are the film challenges? Where are the games of Skate against pro skaters? Death races on the spots? Why do I have to work off these lists of tricks with no real meaning to them? This does not feel like Skate. This is going in a really wrong direction and I don't understand why. I mean, at one point I had to do a challenge where I collected trash bags and then had to grind off bird poop off ledges. And I was just speechless, like, who came up with this? How did we go from this to this? I think overall the one good aspect of the challenges were that you could now do them together with friends. This was actually quite fun. And here we come to the next topic. Online mode. This seems to be one of the biggest complaints that people have. The game is online only. And I totally agree. I do not like this at all. The cool thing about the old games were that you could also play them when your internet went out. No, I'm not too mad about the forced online mode. However, if I had the choice, I would much rather love to see an offline mode too. A big thing for me personally is I can't skate by myself right now. So we at least need private lobbies. That being said, I miss stuff like spot battles and death races, but again, the co-op channels were really fun. And now we come to one of the big drama topics of the game. Loot boxes. Many people criticize the game hard for this new item unlocking system with the loot boxes. And in my opinion, to be truly honest, I don't care too much about it. As long as I unlock stuff through playing challenges, I guess I'm fine. It's just annoying that I have to keep opening them. And regarding the item shop, well, I'm one of those people that won't really use this feature that much. However, I do have to agree that the current prices seem to be kind of very high. I hope that these will change whenever the game releases, but all in all, I still would much rather have a normal unlocking item system than the loot boxes. Item dropper. In my opinion, the item dropper works really well. I just wish that we could also move these objects by hand like in the older games, but all in all it's quite good. But what is not so good is the missing park creator. Yeah, you know, I had to talk about it. See, most of my videos are about creating custom parks, so of course I'm gonna cry about not having a park creator yet. I mean, this is such an essential feature to the skate games, so please, soon? Like, what else I'm supposed to make videos about if I don't have a park creator in the future? Replay editor. Yeah, the replay editor is quite good so far, but having no keyframes just feels kind of weird. Like, of course, these will be added as soon as possible, but it's still kind of weird that such an important feature is not already in the game. But besides that, the replay editor works well and is quite simple to use, so I still am quite happy about it. I mean, this new feature to directly export your clips is really great. And now for the last topic, music. I think this is probably the most unjudgeable topic. I mean, everyone's music taste is different. Some might hate the current music in the game, some will love it. What I heard so far, I actually really enjoyed, but since I'm making videos about this game, I will probably have the music turned off anyways. That being said, the grabbing music feature is interesting, but I don't really see many people using it. And with this, I kind of wonder why this feature is already so developed, but so much more important aspects are not yet in the game. But all in all, in my opinion, thumbs up for the music. So I think with that I have talked pretty much about everything there is to talk about right now. To sum it all up, do I hate the new skate game? Is it so bad like everyone says? No. Is it perfect? Also no. I think right now the game has some issues that need to be addressed, but as I already mentioned, the game is still fun. I see many people exaggerating how EA messed up this game, and to that I just have to say that this is not the finished game. It's good that we as a community point out what we currently don't like, but you know, do it through constructive criticism. Because the game already features so many cool things, and I can't stress this enough that I still really enjoyed playing the game so far. But what are your opinions? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more skate content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!